Just gonna burn through my fatigue really quick. I gotta go over there in like half an hour. Oh, whoa, now this is freaking out. I don't know what's wrong with XSplit. The game just crashed. It's off to a great start. Did not like that. Let's boot it up again. Work normally now? Run at 12 FPS. Alright, I think we're good now. Oh. That's why they should have had a better roster the first time. I don't know what to say other than that. They should have had a better roster the first time. They botched the roster in that game. I'm sorry. Some decent choices, but those characters are like perfect fits that just aren't there. It's just frustrating. Honestly, I'm surprised that game is not like every other fighting game where they already announced DLC before the game is already out. They want you to buy a season pass blindly. That's how most fighting games are now. It's like, hey, they want you to cough up $40 for this season pass, but you can't even be bothered to tell you what's in it. That's how it is normally. Now they're like not even wanting to do that. It's just like, you guys gonna support this game or is it just gonna die? Like, which one is it? They are putting out a balance patch for it, but I mean, who knows what? There's a lot of implications of that. They could very easily screw it up. I hope it's not like a NRS game patch where they just suck the fun out of the game. They like don't know how to like get rid of the busted stuff, but like still make the character worth using. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves with modern fighting games is they do that all the time. Yeah, but how do you not have a boxer in a fighting game? I mean, that just makes no sense. Ignore my favoritism. How do you not have a boxer in a fighting game? Like, come on. Pokken had that problem too. It had like obvious fighting Pokemon that just weren't in it for some reason. Pokken's not innocent there either. Like, what? And I'm not saying that, I'm saying that they have a boxer and a super fast ninja. Not the Kunoichi, the rogue is basically a ninja too. We have them. And like you already have like dash and dodge cancels and stuff. Like, like most of the work is done for you. See, you still have to make the character model and stuff, which is not easy. But it's just strange to like not have obvious choices, but then like not also even say that there's going to be more. I kind of like it to a degree, because, I mean, they just put out the Guilty Gear Strive Season Pass, and they won't tell you who's in it. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't care about Bridget. I've never liked that character. I just don't like playing as little kids. In anything. A lot of people are really excited that Bridget's in it, but, you know, that doesn't make me want to go buy a $30 Season Pass. It's the opposite. The only character they've announced is one I don't care for. I've never cared for that character. I'm an old school Guilty Gear player. Never been like tournament level or anything, but I bought all those games way back. Okay, so you're gonna have like 4 other characters, but you're not gonna tell me who they are. I don't know, I don't want to pay $30 for that. I feel like it sets up unrealistic expectations too. People expect their favorites to be in it. It's like, well, you don't even have the confidence to tell you. I thought it was pretty cool. They just straight up announced 5 characters for KOF 15. They still have some, like maybe they haven't. To be fair, they only had like concept art for Kim and Shingo. But they did announce like 5 new characters. So, you know, you can buy those, even if they take a while to come out. You can buy them with at least some confidence. You're not gonna get stuck with some character you don't like. It's the lesser of 2 evils, in my opinion. And blind season passes are just a problem and everything, though. I feel like unless it's something like Team Ninja games, I hear the DLC for Stranger Paradise is pretty good. It's still a blind season pass, but really only to the degree that you haven't played any of their other stuff. It's pretty obvious what's going to be in it. New difficulty, more power creep, more gear. Well, Pokken had that problem too. They had like a lot of fighting Pokemon they could have chose from. They kind of... The only really good ad they had was Blaziken. Blaziken's kind of just like a martial artist. Although the problem with making a Pokemon game versus a fighting game on this is this game has, what, like 50 characters they can choose from? So it's like... like 2 season passes and a sequel, they could add like literally everybody. But with Pokemon, there's like 800 of them, so like there's no way to please everybody. It's kind of the defense Pokken gets for not having characters people wanted. Even if you discount all the pre-evolutions and the ones before their ultimate forms, like there's still like hundreds. There's still hundreds to choose from. It's just not possible to have them all in the game. With this, it's more like they don't have that many to choose from to begin with. The thing, unlike Pokemon, is there's a lot of characters in this game that just would not work in a fighting game. A number of them, actually. Creator, you couldn't use. Summoner would pretty much break the game. Summoner would be like a zoner in an NRS game. Just like completely destroy the game. You couldn't add her. Creator would probably break the game too. Yeah. The Pokemon tournament gets off because they have hundreds to choose from. That's even not counting stuff like Pichu and, you know, the cute little pre-Elekid and stuff, like the pre-evolutions. Like, they're not gonna put those in a fighting game. People would just ask for their strongest form. This, it's like they really do have like maybe like 45 characters they can choose from. They don't have that many. Yeah, Soulbender's another one. They would have to be extremely careful with their design. Asura would probably be pretty rough too. I like the game, but it definitely was carried by the fact that I've played this game for 15 years. Definitely, definitely gave it a lot of leeway in my book, but, you know, the average person has never touched this game. The person that doesn't live in Asia has no idea what this is. And they're kind of just judging it on the fact that it's a fighting game, which is fine. I do that too. Other stuff. A lot of the Muso games I play. I don't care about One Piece. I didn't care about Berserk. Those are franchises I'm invested in. I kind of had to judge it just by the fact that, you know, it's a Muso game. It's a entry in a genre that I enjoy playing. So that's what a lot of people are doing with this. And for me, it's kind of a unique case because I actually am a fan of the source material. So that comes with all the disappointment of actually knowing the cool stuff that could be in the game but isn't. Which is common. Can't imagine what it's like to be a Multiverses fan. They have like 1,000 characters they can choose from. They have dumb stuff like real people in the game. LeBron James, like, come on. I just don't care about that game. Like the characters. I have no attachment to them. I feel like they shouldn't have real people in there at all, because that causes issues later down the line. Person doesn't want to have their likeness in there anymore. Better to have stuff like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, which is like not actual people. The voice actor could get canceled on Twitter, but you just replace the voice actor and still keep him. Having actual, real, living people in there is like that's not a good idea. I don't know why they're doing that. It's gonna happen if LeBron gets canceled. Just gonna turn him into a generic dark-skinned basketball player. Change the name or something. Gonna find something LeBron said when he was 15, and he's not gonna be in the game anymore. So that's how it works these days. Doesn't matter how many good things you've done. They go back in your 15 years on your Twitter account and they find something stupid you said. You're just done. Career's over. Well, at least LeBron James is in a good game. Can't really say the same for Shaq. Shaq's been in 2 bad fighting games and a shitty beat-em-up. His track record for being in a video game is pretty bad. Multiversus isn't the kind of game for me. I probably wouldn't like it, but at least he's in a decent game. Something functional that people actually play. I mean, that's more than you can say for a lot of other stuff. But I feel personally, for a game that's going to keep getting content, they should avoid putting real people in there. There's a lot of bad that can happen from that. It's not wise. I guess they thought it would get the normies to buy it, but I definitely think they should not do that. There's been plenty of other video games that have proven it's a terrible idea to do that. Judgment is one. Was that one guy in that game that got caught doing cocaine or something? So they had to replace his voice and his face. They had to patch the game just to do that. Like, I think that would tell me, like, okay, don't put any real people in this massive crossover game. It's not a good idea. Whatever money you get from the normies buying it is not worth it. That person gets cancelled on Twitter for literally any reason. It's gonna be a lot of extra work just to get rid of them. I think Yakuza has had that problem like twice. I know the first Judgment, one of the characters, they had to replace him. Hey, this is not shuffling at all. I told the fucking thing to shuffle. Alright, let's get some different music in here. Reminds me of, that Minority Report game they made, like, 20 years ago. Tom Cruise didn't want to give his likeness, so it's like a character with the same name, but you just play as some nondescript, you know, generic white guy protagonist. You know, the ones you see in, like, every Ubisoft game, like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, they just made you a generic white guy. Because he didn't want to be in the game, even though it's supposed to be based on the movie. You just play as some random nondescript white guy. I'm like, yeah, that's smarter. It's interesting how that game has like no cultural impact or anything, but they dealt with that problem a lot smarter than other stuff has. Yeah. If they ever wanted to put that game out for the 3.5 people that care about that game, they easily could, because it doesn't have Tom Cruise in it. Tom Cruise could get canceled. It's like, well, you know, you don't play as Tom Cruise. You play as some generic white guy who's indistinguishable from, like, Call of Duty protagonists and stuff. Epics.
Excellent.
Oh, 3 epics. It's Christmas. Hopefully some of those are upgrades. Holy moly. What's this? Let's see what I got here. You know, that's not terrible. How much I hit? That's actually not bad. It could be worse. Problem is I got a mythic in that spot. Got this too. This doesn't really do anything for me. This one does quite a bit. Man, some classic DFO music right here. It's a good track. Excellent track. Iron Scale. Remember when this was the end game? Like that big alligator, Rocksteady. Oh wow, that's pretty good for him. Huh. Yeah, let's try to get that. That seems pretty good. What I'm trying to do here, punch things. Strive I didn't care about. Rollback for Melting Blood. That Melting Blood patch seems pretty cool. I bought that game last night. Probably won't play it too much now, but the update comes out in like a week and a half. Seems like they're fixing like everything people hated about that game, which is pretty commendable. You get that from a lot of other fighting games these days. A lot of legacy players don't like Guilty Gear Strive. You know they're not going to make that game like it used to be. They're just not going to. It's so successful. It's cool to see a fighting game developer admit like, hey, we screwed up. You know, people don't like the changes. So we're going to fix like, well, I'm not sure yet, but we're going to fix like everything wrong with the game. That's pretty commendable. They haven't really shown any footage of it yet, from what I can tell, but I just wanted to support them on principle. There's a lot of fighting games out there that don't care to fix stuff like that, you know? KOF getting crossplay. I'm interested in that too. Adding Kim is pretty cool too. Samurai Showdown characters or whatever. Fighters getting rollback. I might actually try that game. I was okay at it, but I just couldn't with that netcode, man. It was really triggering me. Just constant underwater matches. Like Battle for the Grid came out like not too long after Dragon Ball FighterZ did. Similar gameplay, but the netcode is way better. I just couldn't be bothered putting time into Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's cool that they're finally adding that though. Nobody expected that to happen. They've pretty much been shutting down the community's request in that for years. That was really out of left field. That was like the only realistic thing they could have announced, but it still was like pretty implausible. They seem pretty set on like never doing that, just leaving the game. A good game with horrible netcode. That's pretty cool. I'm happy for that community. I feel like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus got the short end of the stick. They didn't have any announcement at all. Kind of like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Nobody was realistically expecting like another season or a major balance patch. They just wanted rollback. Hey Dad, I don't want to hear it. You play Destiny and Diablo. What's up, Dad? They actually just did a number squish in this game. You used to do like a legit billion damage from just doing a jab. It was like really out of hand. I have a picture of it. I'll send it to you on Facebook later. No, they did a number squish. Realized it was kind of stupid to just jab somebody and do like 10 billion damage. That's approaching Diablo 3 levels of number porn. They greatly reduced the number porn in this since last time I played. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that patch for Labcoat 21 did much of anything to the meta. She was still on like almost every team in finals. Almost every team. I haven't followed the game in a while. I got tired of watching it. I did watch the finals though. It was pretty entertaining. I think the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus should not have even been in EVO. It's ironic because during the pandemic years of EVO, so meaning 20 and 21, they were prioritizing only games with good netcode. So like, a lot of obvious stuff like Smash and Dragon Ball weren't there, if I recall correctly. But then this year, it's like, almost all the games had good netcode. Games with worse netcode at EVO is definitely Grand Blue and Dragon Ball. Like everything else there was actually at least somewhat playable offline without a or online without like a local community. People are pointing out in the chat like, yeah, this game has the worst netcode. I'm like, yeah, it does. I don't know what they're trying to advertise. It's like, everybody's well aware that Grand Blue Fantasy is a good game, or Fantasy Versus is a good game, but it's not worth buying because the netcode is cool. Especially one of the select few that has like local tournaments for it or something, which is always a solution. It's a solution, but it's not an excuse. It's really fitting that this track is playing because I gotta go soon. Good old Eve. I'd say overall the announcements were pretty good. I think the worst announcement was probably Tekken. It's like, look, we don't feel confident to show you this game. We're gonna show Kazuya doing this weird face. That's all you get. All right. Could have had like at least showing the Tekken 8 logo. It's like, no. That was probably the worst announcement. Like 2 seconds of Kazuya grinning. Alright, get excited. People are like fully expecting some kind of megaton reveal, like actual gameplay. You think they would be like farther along to show something by now? How old that game is? Tekken 7 was already like 2 years old by the time it got console port. It was arcade exclusive for a really long time, which doesn't really happen anymore in the current era. Most of the time, if anything, things come to console first, and then they come to arcade later. That's how Street Fighter V was. Somehow they're not far along enough to actually show you anything. I'm not a Tekken fan, but I could definitely... friends were frustrated. Yeah, I would be too. It's like one of the most successful fighting games in the world. They don't have anything to show. It just says get ready, and him smiling. Like, alright, it doesn't really make me want to go out and sell a kidney for a PS5. I don't know, my thing about that is, like, all fighting games have is graphics and gameplay. There's nothing else. Except for, like, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, I feel like... I don't like their games, but... you can see why they're popular with normies, and it's not just the gore. The gore is part of it, yes, for sure, but... the thing that sets those games apart from Japanese games is the netcode works for one, and they have like a really big focus on single-player content. So that's what makes those games sell a lot of copies. The gore porn and stuff, of course, is a big part of it, but they're better overall packages. I don't think anybody can really deny that. I don't know if did they even show anything from Mortal Kombat? I didn't even watch it. I think Mortal Kombat is boring to watch, personally. Tekken 7 took ages to come out on console. That was pretty much the last fighting game to be arcade exclusive for more than like a few months. People were like importing cabs just to play that game. I think what's worse about it is they've done that in the past with like the Soul Calibur games and stuff, but they added like way more single player content on par with like Mortal Kombat NRS stuff. They had like whole new characters and modes and stuff, so like, you know, we don't have to be super sweaty, hardcore the competitive part to have fun with it. And like Tekken 7 took forever. It was a really late port, and it has like no single player content. This is a turn off for me because I'm not good at 3D fighters. I definitely tried them growing up, but I just couldn't get into them. Like, Tekken is kind of a hard sell for me. If they had like a beat 'em up mode or something I could grind out, I'd have fun doing that. They used to be the kings of single player content, but NRS kind of took their throne there. The amount of single player content they have in those games is crazy. I think people can be a little bit closed-minded, don't understand why people like Mortal Kombat. Like, well, people that compete in tournaments are such a small part of the sales. have a friend who, they moved out of town, but we used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ back at launch. They are super excited for that rollback. They're very excited. Goes to show that people in the fighting game community, despite the community's flaws, they will accept, okay, this game actually works online now. You don't necessarily need, like, 50 new characters, new season pass or something. People still love that game. I know that the latest patch is not entirely well received, but people still want to play it. Samurai, I forgot about Samurai Showdown getting rollback too. That's a pretty big one. That game got completely demolished by the pandemic. It just had no chance. Footsies-based game, which requires good netcode, way more than a combo-based game where people can... It's been proven, people used to play Marvel 3 online to go to tournaments and still win. That netcode was horrendous. People can adjust to, like, doing combos and lag. It's just people that compete, you know, offline won't do it because it messes with their timings. But footsies, like neutral-heavy games, they just don't work in that condition at all. That game just had no chance. It's sad that it's happening like long after the game is dead, but a lot of people will come back. I know Melty Blood's player count shot up tremendously because they announced that patch. It's nothing but a good thing. Samurai Showdown actually gets the player base it deserves because the netcode actually allows you to play the game as intended. That's good for everybody. Hopefully less games launching with delay based. Samurai Showdown, outside of the ones that people don't really like, it's always been like neutral heavy footsies, like maybe like 3 hit combos tops. No crazy combos or anything, except for like Samurai Showdown 4 and stuff. It's cool they stuck to their guns and they made it more like the old games instead of trying to make it combo heavy. It's just the netcode didn't really help. Kind of contradicted it actually. And I say that is I never actually played the game myself, but the people in town did for a while. Right before lockdown, pretty much. The last couple meetups we had. They were pretty heavily into it.
Great.
Alright, once this fatigue bar is done, I gotta skedaddle, head over there, and I'll probably stream over there. I haven't done PGR yet today, so I'll play that. Other stuff. Yeah, there's maintenance on this tonight, huh? Probably won't play this tonight then. Forgot about that. Something else on the menu then. Maintenance is in 4 hours. And no DFO tonight. That's it for the rogue. Should be 110 tomorrow. Let's see what that epic I got was. Buy gold? No. I don't think anyone does that anymore, dude. No one does that. You want to make money in this game legally? You just buy one of these. $25 to $35. Just out to your currency. And you get like 70 to 80 million. So why would you buy gold? They also put things in here to like deter you from buying gold. Like you get special coins and stuff. It's not worth buying gold. It hasn't been for a long time. It used to be, in the Nexon version, people used to buy gold a lot, but no one really does that anymore. Active just waste of money. If you want to spend money on the games, it's better to do it the real way. How to earn in DnF? Either you have a lot of characters and you play a lot, or you buy the packages. Those are like your two options. That's outside of like getting a lucky drop, which you can't really depend on, of course, that you can sell. It's generally what people do. But yeah, people don't buy gold anymore. That's a thing of the past. People used to do that. But that's because the Nexon packages were overpriced and they had bad value. Now you'd be stupid to buy gold. You get a better deal. Alright folks, I gotta go over to my other job. I'll probably be streaming over there in like maybe about an hour. See you guys in about an hour. I gotta head over there and see what needs to be done, and then after that, it is International Cat Day. So, it's International Cat Day, so I'll probably stream over there with the kids. I gotta get going, gotta throw my clothes on and head over there. So I'll see you guys 45 minutes to an hour, I'd say. Peace.